You know what the interesting thing about an apology? When you apologize, you're also forgiving yourself. You're allowing yourself to accept responsibility and not beat yourself up.
Well, let's, why don't you go ahead and put the headphones on down there?
Okay. I mean, hey, Bobo, I just wanted to tell you I love you. You're doing great. It's going to be fun. No. Yeah, we just got to do it. Yeah, it's going to be great. I love you. All right, Bobo. Bobo. Merci. Okay, hold up.
Put your right hand on that thing and lift it. It's magnetic.
Ooh.
And then, can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Let me see your lights.
Holy cow, I sound good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, we've started.
Oh, great.
We're in.
I just can't get over how great my voice sounds.
We were talking about apologies.
Yeah.
What were you saying about apologies?
I was saying, well, first I said they're like assholes, but then I realized, no, that was the wrong analogy.
Right.
But, I don't know, but seriously, apologies are, when you apologize, I feel like you're also forgiving yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I've noticed that it kind of just calms everything down if you could learn to apologize.
Yeah.
Like, if you fucked up, just admit it.
But you know what is...
Even if you didn't fuck up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Let's not go that far.
No.
If you didn't fuck up, don't apologize.
100%.
But like the other day, I like yelled at my brother, and I realized I was wrong, and I apologized. And it was just done. We were done. We moved on.
Exactly.
You know, because I knew I was wrong. And I noticed it works with my girlfriend too. Like, she'll just, if you apologize, like, she can't keep nagging, you know?
That too.
Because women, they like to nag.
Especially when you're wrong.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too, Mo. Okay, yeah.
Salaam.
Welcome to the podcast. To my right, I have my cousin, really, Mo. I've been wanting you on for a long time. I feel like you and I have gotten pretty close the last couple of years. I mean, I've known you since I was 0, but and I was like, what do we want to talk about? Like, I don't want to just bring people on to talk about bullshit. That sounds fun eventually, but the pod's new, so I want to have like some intention. And if it's cool with you, what I would like to talk about, do you remember that we went to hookah one day with our cousins, and you told us the story where you kind of like flipped the year, you kind of like flipped your life around?
Yeah.
Do you know that story? I mean, it's kind of a long story, but I was hoping if you could bring your mic up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
If we could kind of maybe talk about that story, and then maybe there's like some lessons along the way and some shit we could talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Persian Positivity Podcast.
Love it.
The Prince of Persian Positivity Perspective Podcast.
June. Where do you want me to start? Just from the beginning?
Yeah. Wherever makes sense to you. I mean, I guess it's been so long since I heard that story, but I guess you were maybe in a dark place.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
Relatively. I mean, I just feel like,
I
don't know, man, like a lot of people struggle with like purpose, and especially young men nowadays. We were just talking about your boys. I want to get into that later, but maybe just like, this is what I like about you. You have what I call fuck yeah energy.
Fuck yeah.
Where it's like, it's so fucking positive. And it's like, I used to be very spiritual and positive, and I think over time life has brought me down, but I want to get back to that fuck yeah energy where it's like, I'll say like, you know, I remember one day I was talking about like programming or something, like, yeah, I'd love to be a computer programmer, but I'm really like not that smart. And you were like, the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you talk to yourself like that? You know what I mean? Like, you said that immediately, like, don't talk to yourself like that. And it's like this small thing that sounds so corny, but it's so true.
It's so true.
It's these tiny things that, I don't know. But I don't know. Tell the story of that year. You were dealing cars. I can't remember the nuances of that story.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
I may have been drunk that night.
No, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the good news is I remember.
I would hope so.
Yeah. No, and to your point real quick too, as far as saying good words.
Yeah.
This thing right here, man.
The Fatovah?
Yeah. Good
what
words,
is it? Good
thoughts,
deeds?
good deeds.
Yeah.
that's the basis of manifestation.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, how I got to
Hold
that,
on, wait. Elaborate on that. What are the 3 principles?
It's good words, good thoughts, good deeds.
Good deeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you say something, like those are the only things you have control over.
Yeah.
Is what you do, what you think, and what you say.
Yeah.
So if it was true that what you said mattered, then you should be intentional with what you say. Because what I learned is it does matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you speak it and you think it and you feel it and you do it into existence.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes a difference.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's weird, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Go into your story. I'm just gonna kick it.
Yeah. You kick it, I'm gonna tell you. So I broke up with my girlfriend, and it was like a month or two.
This is what, 4 or 5 years ago, you'd say?
This was in 2020.
Okay. COVID year.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Actually, it was 2019.
Okay.
End of 2019.
Okay.
I broke up with my girlfriend, and I got depressed. Like, I never been like that depressed.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you know Mo, that's not Mo. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not any of us. But what
it's not natural for any of us to be depressed.
But what it is,
Yeah.
it's the motivation to look for something more. It's a blessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a signal.
Yeah.
It's a signal. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I wanted to get out of it. I just wanted to get out of it. And so I was searching. Like I was like, you know what? I would go to work, and then I would check my schedule, and if I didn't have any appointments, I was right next to a Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I was searching. So I was like listening to all these podcasts and listening to amazing people, amazing teachers, and I would find books that resonated with me, and then I'd literally go in the morning to work, check my schedule. Okay, no appointments.
Wow.
Straight to Barnes and Noble for like 6 hours.
Wow. Now, were you paying for these books, or were you just kind of grabbing them off the shelves?
Oh no, I lived there for like probably a month and 2 months. I would go there. I would find these books, like Sadhguru was one of them, and it was what was it? Internet Engineering was the name of the book. And I'd just sit there and I'd read it, and it made me feel good. Like it resonated with me.
Right.
And then I would like fall asleep, and then I'd wake back up and keep reading. Like, I got a good nap now. I can actually sit down and read some more.
Right.
So I was reading all these books of all these teachers that I was listening to on these podcasts.
Right.
And learning.
Which is the crazy part now is like if someone wants an answer to something nowadays, the answers are out there. No matter what you want to do, most importantly, live a good life, snap out of depression, be happy. Like this is the crazy, or get healthy. Like the answers are out there to such a high extent, but I think we take it for granted because we know it's there or something. I don't know.
Joe Dispenza said, he's like, we're in the era of information. We have access at our fingertips to the information that, a few hundred years ago you had to be lucky enough to be
people would kill
in the same
for.
area as somebody who is like knowledgeable to learn from them.
Man.
But now we can just click on whoever we want to learn from.
Damn.
So we have access to all this. So you can, it's the internet and all this information it could be good or bad, just like anything else. But I was searching.
Yeah.
And so, I listened to so many great people, and at the same time I was like taking their advice.
Yeah.
So, I was writing down notes. I had probably 3 or 4 of those like journal books.
Yeah.
That are just front and back pages.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I'll pick one up and just like open it and read it, and I was like, oh, what a great thing.
From back in the day, you mean?
From that
you
day.
Still have them.
From that time. Yeah.
You still have them.
Yeah.
Maybe if I have you back, you bring one of those journals.
I would love to.
That would be a fun like deep dive.
There's so everything I read on them, they're all these words from all these amazing teachers. So it's like they're front and back just like great things.
And it's pen and paper.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and so
what's your favorite? Are you a Bic guy or a Pilot G7? Like what pen do you use, or just whatever's available? Blue ink, black ink, or literally whatever's available?
Whatever's available.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I can't even find something and I just like, you know, scratch it in, you know?
Right, you write it with your dick or whatever.
Yeah. Whatever's there.
Okay. So you're writing these journals, you're reading these books, you're going on this like journey, if you will.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
Yeah, I look back and I'm like, you know, I really learned some amazing things.
Yeah.
From amazing people.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I found it. Like I just started searching on YouTube and I found the things that I needed.
I think sometimes it's just because I've gone through phases like that in my life as well. I think it's just in the stars or something. Like what motivated, you know, I don't know. Or maybe you were just desperate to break. You felt like there was more to life than, I don't know. I mean.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I felt like there was more. There had to be more. Like,
yeah.
It can't be this.
It felt limited, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I was reading all these things, but I was also doing the things that they were saying. Like I was like starting to meditate and, you know, starting to talk
You still
better.
meditate, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, you know, 2 hours a day, sometimes 30 minutes.
And it benefits you.
100%.
Yeah.
People think it's hard, but it's as easy as just giving giving yourself a chance to come out. Mm-hmm. You know, we get confused with like the thoughts in our head. We identify with, you know, our thoughts and
put the mic in front of your mouth. You're like way off, but yeah.
We identify with, you know, our thoughts.
Yeah.
And, you know, our brain is just a machine, you know? It's like thinking of things that happened, thinking of things that might happen.
Right.
So these are good things.
Yeah.
If you use them as a tool.
Yeah, instead of your brain using you, which I think happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a lot of podcasts and like music and shit throughout the day, but a lot of it is like garbage. And then I think, or like Instagram or whatever. Now I realize when I do that, like my brain is just on autopilot, and it's more of like my brain using me than me using my brain.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Is it all just a bunch of little small habits? Is it just little things that make a difference? Is that all it is? It's like so easy, but so hard to do sometimes.
Whatever you practice becomes easy. You know? And so I started practicing these good things, which were allowing me to connect with who I am.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I'd sit there and, you know, meditate or breathe, I would also feel better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like being named Mo? Because it's such a short name. It's literally 2 letters.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I love it. Yeah.
Elaborate.
I don't know. I feel like...
Have you ever met a girl named Mo? Because I've met some Mo's.
I have.
They tend to be cute for whatever reason. I'm not saying you're cute. Well,
yeah.
I mean, don't wink at me when I say that. You like being called Mo?
I do. I like being called Mamad too.
Mamad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mamad's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you started your own business.
Yeah.
You were like, you found out that owning your own business, working on your own time would make you happy, right? Or how did that come about exactly?
I learned to be clear on what I want.
Okay.
That's what I learned.
Okay. Elaborate on that.
You know, like I thought about like, you know, what would my dream job be? Mm-hmm. Like if I could pick, you know, not like what industry or what position, but just like
what the day would look like, what the vibe would look like.
The
right?
vibe, yeah. What are the characteristics? Like, be my own boss. You know, wake up in the morning excited to go to work, passionate, like I'm going on vacation. Yeah. And, you know, and then I learned this amazing thing is to ask myself, what would it be like if I had that? What would it feel like if I had that? And when you ponder that, what would it feel like? Yeah. You're trying to access that feeling right now. Yeah. And when you access that feeling, so you know what you want. Yeah. And then you also know what it feels like.
It's a different game.
You're in alignment.
Yeah. So then would you you would try to like feel like that throughout the day, like as though you're already there.
Yes, as many times as possible.
Okay.
And you know, I read things and I heard things, and I loved it.
It's a tough one for me because I'm like, if I felt like where I wanted to be at, well, I'm probably eating a $50 steak for lunch.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, but I mean that would probably be irresponsible for me to do right now. So it's like to feel you. I don't think do you get what I'm saying? The paradox of like feeling it, but then still being responsible. Because you could feel it all you want, but you still have to be responsible.
Feel what? Feel what?
Feel that feeling of like, let's say, abundance or like success or what that would feel. But you still have to have a little bit of like desperation and hustle.
No, you know what it is? You're talking about action.
Action. Yeah, action. Yeah.
But when you're in alignment,
yeah.
and you're focused when you're in alignment.
Yeah.
This is what I want, and this is what it would feel like.
Yeah.
And then because you're focused,
yeah,
you'll see something and you'll recognize that's an opportunity.
Okay, I see.
And then it's like automatic.
Yeah.
It's inspired action.
You and Gudas are phenomenal at this. You're unbelievable at this. Like I'm not trying to disparage your hustle, but I don't feel like you're busting your ass. Like you make it look effortless. And I'm not saying you don't work hard.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you two just align yourselves and it's like a straight arrow.
Almost. Because I'll tell you what,
okay.
that's the next part of it.
Okay, talk to me.
Right? You look at you have this goal, you have this vision, and you feel it, and then you see an opportunity, and then you jump at it, you attack it, because you love it.
Yeah.
But it's never a straight line.
Okay.
And sometimes it is.
Right.
But you're gonna have these
hurdles,
obstacles, opportunities.
Yeah.
And that sounds corny, but it's true.
You're saying you're treating the obstacles like opportunities.
So something goes sideways.
Okay.
In my business, right? It's a normal day of work.
Sure.
And it doesn't go to plan.
Right.
And it's kind of stressful.
Right.
But the only reason why it's stressful is because I haven't accepted it yet.
Okay.
I'm fighting it.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like full acceptance, as if that's what I wanted to happen. Because that's full acceptance.
Okay.
And then you're spending zero energy fighting what is.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So, okay. Oh, man. I think I know what you're saying. It's kind of like you have to accept things to move on from them. So I went to therapy last year for like 4 or 5 sessions. And one thing my therapist said is, he didn't say it like this, but he was like, you keep fighting certain emotions and you can't get past that emotion because you're avoiding it. But if you actually just feel discomfort, he says, I avoid discomfort. And then I'm just stuck in discomfort. But if I just feel what was uncomfortable for me, I'd have a chance to get over it. So the same goes for business. If you're having an issue in accounting, if you accept the issue in accounting and start crunching some numbers, you might get past it.
Yeah, instead of fighting it.
You
love it. You love it. And you know what? This is the beautiful thing about it.
Okay.
When you accept it and you love it, you spend all your energy.
I've been fighting, laughing at you this whole podcast. I think you're the funniest fucker ever.
I love you. I think you're.
And we're about
funny.
to. You think I'm funny?
I think you're fucking intelligent.
Thank you.
Intelligent funny. I'm just like stupid funny.
No, I think you're fucking hilarious. So, I always thought you were just like this cool guy, whatever. I always liked you. I always loved you.
Seems.
But I think I told you this recently. I didn't realize how fucking funny you are until like 2 years ago. And I think your humor goes over a lot of people's heads.
It does.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Oh. Sometimes, like, it used to be uncomfortable, you know. Like I would tell a joke.
You
and
do and say so much funny shit that I think is so subtle that just goes over so many people's heads.
It is, yeah. It's subtle. It's subtle and it's stupid.
I think because you're good looking. I think if you were uglier or fat, people would associate you with
Intelligence.
with with funniness or goofy or whatever. Yeah,
I'm goofy as fuck.
No, you might be the goofiest dude I know.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Tell your snoo joke or whatever. This is public. Is this is going online? Is that cool? You own a business and stuff. Okay, tell your snoo joke or whatever.
Which one? Oh, goo goo.
Yeah, tell it.
Okay, it's not my joke actually.
I know, but
I love telling it.
Tell your fucking joke.
Okay, so there's these 2 travelers are going down the Amazon River, and they get captured by a tribe of cannibals, and they take them to their chief, and they take the first guy to the chief, and the chief looks at him and says, "You want death or you want ugu?" And the guy's like, "I'll take ugu." And then they take him and they fuck him in the ass and do all kinds of nasty shit to him. And this is usually when people look at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then the second guy's watching this. Yeah. He's like, oh shit. And they're done with him and they let the first guy go. And they take the second guy to the chief. And the chief's like, you want death or you want ugu? And he's like, I'll take death. And the chief looks at him and he says, okay, but ugu first.
It's fantastic. Let's do fatherhood real quick. I love your boys. Your older one is just this swaggy, cool, smooth, super stylish gentleman. He's so cool. He's always such a good kid. He enjoys hanging out with his family.
Yeah.
The young one is a problem. He's a little nuts. He likes to talk his shit. You got 2 boys by 2 different baby mamas.
Yes.
How did you manage to raise such good kids? With all the entrepreneurial shit you did.
You know what?
And you have a social life too. Like you're not, you know what I mean? You're not just kids.
Yeah.
And they're the best. They both have personalities. They're both like well behaved. They're both fun. They're both, you know.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're talented.
They're talented, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
How'd you do it? How'd you do it? You got to take some credit on this one,
bro. I love them. I love them, and I you know what? I always worked on not having an ego. Mm-hmm. Just not with them, but just in like life. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know. You know, I think I played with them a lot. Okay. But I also
hold on. Expand on that. That's interesting.
I had fun with them.
Okay.
They had fun with me.
Okay.
I was always trying to like make them smile and laugh and have a good time.
Okay.
You know, and
so you think that's like an important thing about being a dad is like playing?
Yeah, playing, because you connect with them. You know, you're playing with them, and so you know you're enjoying with them. Mm-hmm. So you're connecting enjoyment. You know? And so you know it's fun, right?
Yeah.
And so it's easy.
What about like when you go to his school or whatever and there's like other dads? What do you think they're doing wrong? Is that a weird question? Like I always think, oh look, my cat.
Wow, what kind of cat is that?
He's a Bengal.
Yeah, he's cool. What's his name?
Mello.
You don't know?
Mello.
Oh, Mello?
Yeah.
Salaam, pedersek.
Just put your hand out like that.
And
just leave it there?
I was explaining to somebody last night what pedersek meant.
Yeah.
I was telling...
It's like dad dog.
So I was telling these girls, I was like, you know, when a girl does something like, you know, like sexy, you just look at her and you're like, pedersek. And they're like, what does that mean? I said,
I hope you didn't translate it.
I did. I love it.
And then they left.
They like look at you. Sometimes they laugh and sometimes they're like...
What do you mean sometimes? You bring up pedersek all the time.
I do. I do. Yeah. I love telling girls that. So I'll tell them, I'll be like, yeah, we say pedar sag. And then they're like, what does it mean? And I'm like, your dad's a dog. Like, some of them are like, what the fuck?
You know what the funniest shit about that is? When like your grandpa or dad will tell you pedar sag.
Yeah.
But bitch, that's you making fun of
Calling
yourself.
yourself a
What's
dog,
wrong
yeah.
with you?
But that's just it. That's the fucking gorgeous thing about Farsi and all these like sayings and words.
Idiosyncrasy, yeah.
When you translate them literally, is fucking hilarious.
What's the best one?
The best one?
Yeah.
Pedar sag khar. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Father of a dog's donkey. Pedar sag khar is father of a dog's donkey.
Great.
And I always segue to that, and I'll tell the girl, I'll be like, but if you're being really sexy, like pedar sag khar. And then they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, yeah, father of a dog's donkey. Like, it sounds so much sexier when you don't translate it.
Yeah, just take it at that point. All right, we're at the 30-minute mark. We're going to pause it, take a 5-minute break, refresh our drinks, and we're going to do another round. What do you want to do next?
Fuck, I just want to follow you through. I want you to tell me what to do.
I kind of want to do dating. I think dating would be fun.
Yeah.
You want to do dating?
I do want to do dating.
All right, come back next week. We're going to do dating. I don't feel like we dove fully into the positivity thing, so maybe we'll bring the positivity into the dating.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't mean to be racist, but are we the best ethnicity?
Yeah. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we are. I don't know.
I know. We were talking off camera about like generational, I guess you could call it, trauma or whatever.
Yeah.
And how, I don't know, what is it with older Persian people?
They're traumatized, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's just...
Is it all? It's probably all.
I think it's probably older people in general.
Yeah, I think white.
Life was harder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got
less people.
You told me off air. I can't believe you said you've never hit your kids.
No.
That was shocking to me.
Yeah.
You have the face of someone that would hit kids.
All you need is the face. You don't actually have to hit them. Just make them think.
Just intimidate them. I love that. That's great. I don't know, man. Dating? What's up? Are you single? What's going on? Oh, how about this? Can we do this?
Yeah.
If you want to date Mo, comment in the sec. You have to.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
What are we looking for? Age range?
What are we looking for?
Let's say 25 to 45.
Yeah, 25 to 45 is good.
It has to have a job.
Has to have good values.
Okay.
In the sense
what does that mean to you?
Like,
would you date an OnlyFans girl? Let's not talk about that.
That's a tough one, but it shouldn't be, right?
What up? I feel like you're the type of dude. Listen, okay, I got it. Dating stories. This is it. We're off to the races. Because I feel like you're the type of dude like me where you don't filter yourself on dates.
Oh no, I don't. No.
So what? Like, all right, I'll give you a story, and give me a story that's similar. Okay.
Okay.
So, I used to like semi-date this chick. We would go on like 2 or 3 dates a year. It was weird, very weird relationship. Like we were both very hot and cold with each other. And she lived downtown. One time I happened to be downtown, so we go to Chipotle, and just to see each other for a minute. And then she leaves. Oh, she worked at Blackhawk. She was a cocktail waitress at this casino, Blackhawk. And I gave her like $5 to bet on a number for me in Blackhawk. And an hour later, she calls me in a panic. She's like, "Oh my God, did I have this purse on me? Blah 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 blah. Like, what was this purse on me?" I'm like, "No, like, what's wrong? Why are you panicking?" She's like, "Someone just broke into my house and they stole my purse and they took my passport and they took everything." And I was like, "Was my $5 on there?" And she goes, "Fuck you, and hangs up. But the joke was there.
It was fucking hilarious.
And I had to take it. You know what I'm saying?
They take my $5?
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I sabotaged back when I was single, I would sabotage myself in that way, but you can't help it.
No, you know what? You want the one that's gonna laugh at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're a fucking asshole, but I love you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I feel like you're the type that'll just like dance up on the chick.
No, it's awkward to me.
How do you approach a woman?
It's just I gotta see something from her. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Something's got to appeal to you.
yeah, I gotta have some type of a connection to them.
That's
to
what
approach
That's
them.
what I always said. I always said there's got to be like something there, or else it's not gonna go well. Like if I just approach a hot girl, but there's not something there,
I was
gotta
out.
be a little something extra.
I was out with Goofiness one night,
Mm-hmm.
and this was when I was younger, and like I couldn't think of what to say to this girl, and Goofiness was saying right next to me, and he heard me, and I was like, I guess I told her, you have nice posture. Goofiness was like, what the fuck did you just say? You have nice posture.
It's not a bad line.
Such a dork.
You got a nice forehead.
Yeah.
It's round, but it's not too round. It's like a car bumper. It's just right. You look like a Honda Accord.
You know what I like to do when I see a forehead like that? I like to say, would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Just look at it.
Would you date a Persian woman?
I love dating Persian women. I do. Because I love speaking Farsi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like a whole
It's
other...
such a beautiful. There's no way like okay, Ed Sheeran is dropping the Azizam.
Yeah.
Azizam just hits. Azizam.
Yeah. I love
But
it.
I don't know what's like a Farsi phrase for like Junamani, or I don't know what's another one like that. Like our words are so much more potent
Yeah.
than like sweetie or honey. You know what I mean? Like it's a different thing.
There's so many different things, like you just that's what I love about language and about like Farsi.
Yeah.
Because you could look at a girl that you like you have feelings for, and you're like,
Yeah.
you call him Juju, or you call him I'm a dork. But many other things that I can't think of right now
All right.
that are cooler than Juju.
All right. Let's pretend I'm a hot Persian girl.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit on me.
Fuck. I mean, if you were doing that, I wouldn't even say anything. I'd just like,
Oh, salam.
سلام چطوری خوبی؟
مرسی شما خوبی؟
من خوبم مرسی چه بدون بزرگی داری تو. That's fucked up. I mean, I matched with this girl on Hinge,
Yeah.
and then like we meet at the park. Go
Yeah.
for a walk.
Great date idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go to the place where we're supposed to meet, and I see this girl, and I was like, no, that's not her.
Oh no.
And then like she sees me, and then she like walks up to me.
Yeah.
And like she's like, it's me, and I was like, she looked nothing like her picture. And immediately I was like, and she knew it too, because the first thing she said to me was, am I what you expected?
Oh.
Who asked that question? Here's the thing. So many people, when they first meet each other,
Yeah.
they put on their best,
Yeah.
right? Even if it's not them,
Yeah.
right? And that's the same thing. And it's such a waste of time, because it's not real.
Yeah. Get to it.
Yeah, and it's a lie.
Yeah.
And when you lie, you go down a fake path, and so you're not going to necessarily come to.
That's kind of the beauty of getting older, though, because like I wouldn't have patience for putting on, so I would just be myself on dates. Like I'm not putting on like once I learned to just have fun with dating and not try to act like someone I wasn't, like my dating life took off.
Yeah, I totally get that, because you're actually putting a vibe out. You're not.
Yeah. I'm not trying to sell something or whatever.
You're going to attract it then.
I would just tell her I have a small penis.
You're just gonna tell her that?
Yeah, like why pretend?
No, it's a good idea. It's a good
Just
idea.
off Jump Street.
Lower the like the expectations.
Like she had like a martini, small cucumber, pickle. I'm like, do you like that size?
Yeah, no, I just tell them, I'm like, look, it gets bigger. Remember, I went homecoming freshman year, and I took this girl. We went to dinner.
Yeah.
And I was ordering, and filet mignon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's spelled mignon.
Real quick, just want to throw this in there. I fed my Indian prom date beef. Keep going.
Oh, did she know it was beef?
I don't know. Go on. Filet mignon.
Yeah, that's how I ordered it. I was like,
you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
Grow up.
So?
You should know that as a freshman.
I didn't know shit.
Filet mignon?
I was like, no, I didn't. I knew filet.
You didn't know the
wait
mignon.
A second. No, maybe I did. Maybe I said filet. Yeah. But I definitely said mignon. Yeah. And the waitress was like, you mean mignon?
I will give you $100. I got to pull it up. I will Venmo you $100 right now.
Oh, I thought you had $100. Cash.
If you could spell restaurant.
Cash money. Restaurant? Mm-hmm. Is it RESTURANT?
Exactly right.
Wow. See what happens when you just believe in yourself?
Very good.
I'm so proud of myself right now.
Was it right?
Oh, was it wrong? It felt good for a second there.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's what she said. Who's your best friend? What about how as you get older, like friends, It's different.
What?
It's different when you get older.
Oh, it's different when you get older with friends? Yeah.
Or like friends, like I used to, I'm still tight with them, but like friend groups that you were like this with, and as you get older, it's like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
You grow apart. Don't name any names.
Every few years, I would not every few, maybe like every 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Like yeah, it's like different phases.
Yeah, I would just stop hanging out for whatever reason.
Yeah, Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird that you could be so tight with someone and then like 5-6 years later you're like barely in contact with them?
Yeah, it's not weird because it's like there's things that you don't like or things that aren't good for you or don't feel good.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have expectations.
Yeah.
Like
flaky. I don't know. I don't like flaky. Friends could be flaky over time or whatever. I don't know. You just
obviously
grow apart.
there's the like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you're laughing and you're having fun with them.
Yeah.
You overlook some things. Because you're enjoying them. Some things. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
And I know so many people, and I'm friends with so many people because I love people.
You're a phenomenal. Yeah. You're a people person. Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I had a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
Younger. And now that I'm older, I think I don't have expectations.
Yeah.
I just enjoy them.
Yes.
And I am more aware to where I don't engage on the things I don't enjoy with them. I take their good.
You take it for what it is. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think I would have too much expectations for my friends back in the day. Mm-hmm. And now I just kind of, I don't know. I feel like I don't have a lot of close friends anymore. But
yeah,
I think that just kind of happens when you
I
get
consider
older.
you a close friend. Even though we don't see each other a lot.
I don't think we're there yet.
What do I have to do?
No, I'm kidding. But,
I'll wash my own ass.
No, I don't know. It's like the flakiness thing. I don't know. Like, I don't like when people flake on shit. Like if you have plans.
I don't either.
That's a huge like.
Yeah.
Or like when you're putting more effort. I value friendship so much. Like when I feel like I have a friend, I will like put them on I will put that person on a pedestal. Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, because I just thought of putting the pussy on the pedestal. You put the pussy on the pedestal.
Oh, was that 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
You know I was 22 when I lost my virginity?
You were 22?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Might as well have been 40, bro. I was
Well,
stressing out. I was like 21.
Oh, were you stressed out?
Yeah, I was stressed. I was like 22. I was still a virgin. I was like, oh my God, am I ever going to lose this? And then I think that's when 40-Year-Old Virgin came out.
Oh, perfect.
And I was like
So
relating
then
to
the pressure
the
was
dude.
on then.
Yeah.
Like if that dude's doing it, I got to do it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was stressful, bro. How old were you?
Oh, dude, this is a great story.
Okay. Okay.
I love this story. I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, hey, we get a condom. She was waiting in the car, and then went and parked my car. Real romantic place, behind the King Supers.
Back when they had cherry cookies.
Yeah. Oh, they don't have cherry cookies anymore. Do they even have cookies anymore? Like the ones where you could just go like take one. Is there King Supers in other places, like outside of Colorado? Oh yeah. How we go from losing my virginity to cookies? Oh, there's a cookie involved in both. And the Cookie Monster. Cookie.
Welcome to Elmo. My name's Elmo. I'm an Elmo Red creature from Sesame Street.
Holy
Pretty
shit.
fucking good, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you like that shit?
Yo, that was
That's a
fucking
good ass
good.
Elmo, right?
Yeah.
Tell me how you lost your virginity.
Well, Elmo, we were in the back of King Supers and warm. Like, it was just like so warm.
You're thinking about being a stand-up comedian. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think you've come off as funny in this pod as you are in person.
Yeah,
I think you're way funnier.
yeah.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. I think you might be the funniest dude I know. But yeah, are you gonna do stand-up?
I think I should try. Yeah,
I think you should try.
because I just love to laugh.
You do, yeah.
And I love to make people laugh.
Yeah.
But I love to laugh more though than making people laugh.
Oh, it's when someone makes me laugh, it's the
It's
best.
the best.
Yeah.
It's even better when you make yourself laugh. I don't
That's
know.
like that's so rare.
You know what? Just
Like when you wake up in a goofy mood sometimes or whatever.
Are you just thinking some funny shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persian girls are weird.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
They're weird. I think maybe I don't know.
I don't think they're weird.
No, that's not the right word.
We don't have a lot of access to Persian girls.
We
in
do
Colorado.
not.
Yeah.
We do not.
No, if we were in California,
Totally different game.
I try to approach girls that I'm dating like as if they're a friend.
Yeah.
Like
I love that.
and that's the best way, because when you treat somebody like a friend,
Yeah.
you love them.
Yeah.
You treat them like a friend. That means like you accept them.
You get to roll-
You trust them.
You get to know the real them too as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, because
My bad.
no, you're good. Are you
Jesus
okay?
Christ. I'm fine, yeah.
When you treat them like a friend, you get to know the real them,
Yeah.
because you give a space of like acceptance,
Yeah. Yeah.
so they can feel more comfortable to be themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so you're right. That's
Yeah, I
you need to
love
know.
that approach. I think that's fire. Like just a very casual, non-pressure-ish.
And not just that too, like when you treat them like a friend,
Yeah.
you get to know the real them, and sometimes you veer off from that, but it makes it so easy when you catch yourself and ask yourself, like, okay, if this was my friend,
Yeah.
how would I respond to this situation, or how would I
Right.
respond to her
Yeah.
if she was my friend? And then when you respond that way, what comes out of it is great.
I think I know what you're saying. It's kind of obscure what you're saying, though.
So
I get what you're
treating
saying.
somebody like a friend.
Yeah.
Like me and you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't need you to do anything to make me feel good.
I think what you're saying, let me know if I'm wrong, is I think guys sometimes will be like a little too overly like catering to a woman. And if you could stop just catering to a woman and just kind of be present,
Be present.
it just makes it more smooth. Instead of being like, oh, like for instance, like if you're dating a girl and she's complaining about something. And if you were a friend, maybe you'd be like, well, maybe you're the problem in this issue. But if you're approaching it like you're trying to smash, you'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Approaching it like you're trying to smash. I can't even approach it like that anymore. I can't. Yo, I was last night.
Yeah.
There's this girl. She's fucking cool and she's fucking beautiful, like sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could tell, like, you know, we were vibing.
Yeah.
A
beautiful lady.
Maybe you like, yeah, maybe we go somewhere a little quieter.
Make a little lasagna. 6 layer.
Lasagna? I was thinking like crepes in the bong or a bong in a blintz. Anyway, sorry. Remember we were talking about like shit going over people's head?
So bad.
That went like under. You know?
You got to stop it right there because we're at the limit and we're going to start it right back up.
You are at your limit. So.
Yeah, you got to crouch.
Yeah, she was walking up and I saw her and I was like, oh. Like immediately I got excited and I like walked up to her and I was like, I like grabbed her elbow and I was like, you're beautiful. I was like,
dip your head down to the
I
camera.
was like,
Look at yourself in the camera.
I was like, oh, you're beautiful. I was like, you're pretty in your pictures, but you're gorgeous in person. Fucking dork.
No, that was lame.
Yeah, I know.
But we had to try it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll try anything. I'm down for whatever.
I'm down for whatever.
No, but yeah, she was like even more beautiful in person. I was so excited.
That's a rare thing.
We had such a great first date.
What'd you do?
Met her at Topgolf.
Okay.
She'd never golfed before, never even swung a club before.
Okay.
She looked so beautiful. And then...
swinging that thing.
Well, it was funny, you know, because I was like, here, you know, let me show you how to...
You don't know how to swing a golf club. Get the fuck out of here.
Me? I'm an athlete, baby. I love golf, though.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was like, you know, showing her how to golf, and she's so beautiful. And there's like
You're
older...
such a romantic. Go
No,
on.
she was gorgeous, bro. And then there was this couple, you know, older couple, and they were like watching us, like laughing and enjoying. And we had a great time. And then I was like, you want to go to a comedy show?
Oh, dope.
And
That
so-
night?
That night.
So hold on real quick. Did you go into the date thinking, hey, let's see how this goes, and if it goes well, we'll go to the comedy show, or did it?
No.
Because that's how I go into dates. I'm like, we could do a phase 2 date.
No, I've thought like that too. But
Yeah.
no, that one was like totally spontaneous.
Okay.
Yeah, like we were having a great time, and this was in San Antonio.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I'd been to the comedy club there a couple times. So we were having such a good time at Topgolf, and I was like, you want to go to? I like looked it up real quick, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, there's this guy like open for, I don't know, DL Hughley or something
Sure.
like that. And then I was like, you want to go to a comedy show? And she's like, I've never been. So we went, and I think it was DL Hughley actually. Yeah, it was. And so we sat, in the front.
Oh shit!
I love sitting in the front. Obviously, like that's more.
Did you get
fun.
roasted?
Huh?
Did you get roasted?
No, I think he thought I was a drug dealer.
Oh yeah. That sounds about
'Cause he
right.
was really nice to me.
Okay.
No, I was like,
He didn't do the "is this your first date? What's going on here?" type of thing.
yeah, he did that.
That shit's so fun.
I don't really remember much from that.
You think
What I
you'd be
do
good
remember-
at that? You think you'd be good at the crowd work shit?
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna give
think
you
I-
a scenario
yeah,
right
I think
now.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a fat fucking Mexican dude with a skinny Chinese girl in the front row. And you're telling a joke, and the fat Mexican goes, Tacos. What do you?
Burritos.
I want one of my pet projects in my life. I have a lot of pet projects. I want to make you a famous, successful stand-up comedian.
I would love that.
So I need you to start thinking about shit like that.
I mean, like, I do think about it.
But take it more seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you another scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is tough. This is going to be very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
There's a literal taco
Mm-hmm.
and sushi roll in the front row.
Mm-hmm.
Make fun of them. Ready to go.
Why is there a fucking taco and a sushi roll sitting in the front seat here?
See, that's great. That was the perfect. That's the perfect. That's what I was looking for. A realistic, funny, good, great. Okay, what were we talking about? Dating. Top golf. You went to the stand-up show with the
and then
girl.
we went to the stand-up show.
Okay.
And then, you know, he's like working the crowd, and then
the
she
sushi rolls up.
And then the sushi rolls up, and she started she put her head on my shoulder, and he saw it.
Yeah.
And he was telling a joke. He wasn't even working the crowd. He was like mid joke, and he was like, "Oh, he stopped his joke, and he was like, you fucking tonight." And then the next morning, I woke up and I remembered he said that, and I was like, I just started laughing, and she's like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, "That comic was right."
That goes back to our manifestation in our episode 1.
Yeah, he manifested that.
Good words, good deeds,
That's
good
right.
whatever. Shout out to D.L. Hughley.
D.L. Hughley, but it actually wasn't him. I don't know. It was
Just some
somebody
black
else.
guy that makes jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a black guy.
We just call all them D.L. Hughley.
Yeah. I saw D.L. Hughley, and he did think I was a drug dealer. At least that's what I felt like. I was like leaving, and he was like talking to the crowd and everything like that. You know, at the end, they like stand in front, they're talking. I was leaving, and he was like, "I'm not a drug dealer." That's bad. I love D.L. Hughley. He doesn't do drugs.
It's going to be the name of this episode. D.L. Hughley doesn't do drugs. Have you ever had a weird, and if no, just say no, a weird interaction with a mascot, like a team mascot?
No, but my brother.
Okay.
Ali,
Yeah.
so he was just a fucking amazing wrestler.
Yeah.
And he would predict how he was gonna like pin.
Your microphone's reversed. Okay.
He would predict how he was gonna pin somebody.
Okay.
And I guess this guy at this high school was like talking shit, and he found out about it. So he told everybody. He told his coaches. He told his teammates. He told everybody he's gonna pin him.
Uh-huh.
I forget the name of the move, but he was gonna pin him. In this move, you can actually teabag the person.
It's called a bilateral stumble.
Bilateral stumble.
Stumble, yeah.
Well, he did it. He fucking did it. But everybody.
It's really hard to do.
I mean,
You just have a lot of toe muscles. But I'm sorry.
You do, yeah, because do you have to be on your toes when you're teabagging? The best part is I was with my mom, my dad, and Jaden was young.
Yeah.
And my sister was there, and
Shout out to Allie, man. Allie's a psycho.
he is a psycho. He can't read.
That's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Your brother has the craziest theories. Like anytime I say something,
know.
I'll say something normal. I love your brother. Everyone loves your brother. No one doesn't. He's like
He's a sweetheart.
He's the most likable dude. I'll just say the most random shit, and he'll come back with the most random shit. I'm like, oh, what are you doing for the weekend? He's like, I don't believe in weekends. Okay.
That was spot on, by the way. Yeah.
He has the most insane way of thinking,
Yeah,
but
he
every
does.
time he explains it, I'm
He
like,
called it.
you have a good fucking. Anyway, okay, so he's at this wrestling event.
Oh yeah. So he told everybody, right? And everybody was like waiting to see him teabag this guy, right?
Strumble, yeah.
Or yeah. What is it?
Yeah, I'm just made it up.
So You know what these fucking kids did?
What?
They brought dildos to the match. So after dildos.
They brought dildos to the match.
They brought dildos to the match, and so because they're like, we're gonna throw these dildos out after you teabag them. This motherfucker does it. He pins the kid and teabags him at the same. Teabags him. And I'm sitting there with my mom and my sister and my son and then all of a sudden you see dildos fly out onto the mat. Like these dildos are just like falling everywhere. And my mom's like, "What is that?" I was like, "Don't look, Mom."
It's cucumbers. He's Persian.
Bro, it gets better. They fucking took a picture of it. And they put it in the fucking newspaper, dude. He has a picture in the newspaper teabagging somebody. Fucking unreal.
This is the stuff legends are made of.
Love it.
So you know me, I have a lot of businesses. I just started a dildo farm.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's going really well, but it's been taken over by squatters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, this was fun. We got 10 minutes left. We had a great night. I'm going to cut this together probably to one podcast. So you have 10 minutes left to do you.
You are talented. You know that?
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I would. I mean, look at you. Like that fucking shirt, those pants.
The clothing's crazy.
I love that
No,
shirt.
bro, the style's crazy.
Yeah.
Goodwill.
I love Goodwill.
But then here's the thing, like, I dress up for the podcast.
This is like you
like, I wouldn't just be like this.
Yes, you would.
Do you want to plug your hail thing? I don't think we should do that.
No?
No.
Yeah, no.
How about words of inspiration for people out there that are struggling? Young men. You know, young men are really struggling right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. Till they learn the right way, right? The way to themselves. Here you go.
Yeah.
Anytime you're feeling down, stop being a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
What's wrong with that though?
What's wrong with feeling down?
No, what's wrong with what you said? Stop being a bitch.
Well, it is a version of don't be a victim. Because either you're being grateful or you're being a victim.
You're either being grateful or you're being a victim.
Right? Because either you're complaining about your situation or you're grateful for your situation.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not necessarily the situation, but anybody who's feeling down.
Yeah.
So Joe Dispenza said this.
Mm-hmm.
He said if you sit down and just think about everything you're grateful for.
Yeah.
Your mood will change.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. The gratitude thing, we take it for granted, because I'll feel really down sometimes. Like, damn, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Blah blah blah. I was really good at taking videos growing up of like my life experiences, and I'll go watch those videos, and I'm like, oh my god, I've had so much fun in my life. Like, I've done so much cool shit. But then if I'm just stuck like where I'm at, thinking about where I want to be, I'm not happy. But then I think bro, we have running plumbing, we have hot water, we have steak, we have burgers. Like, no generations in the past could say any of that.
Bro's healthy, mom's healthy.
Yes.
Dad's healthy.
Health.
Fucking.
That's everything, right?
Fucking amazing podcast set.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Your hair.
My hair. Yeah, your hair. Your little swirl in your beard. Let me see the swirl in your beard. It's not really swirling. Let me see the other side.
When it gets longer, you don't see the swirl as much.
Do you have any pictures? Hold on. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a video on my phone. I'm going to superimpose it into the thing. Can you make it swirlier?
I don't know if you can see the swirl when it gets longer. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not as swirly. Yeah, you got to cut it.
Yeah, it's got to get low so you can see the pattern of the.
Yeah, the swirl's fire. Do girls love the swirl? You have
You
have a swirl in your beard.
I love the swirl more than anybody else.
If I had a swirl in my beard,
I don't know. You might love it more than I do, and I appreciate
think
that.
I love
Makes
it
me
more
feel
than you.
good.
If
Thank
I
you.
had he has a literal swirl in his beard, like a fucking galaxy.
I was thinking about just like making a cone, like on either side. Like
You got a fucking Milky Way in that bitch. If I had a Milky Way in my shit, I would walk into any room I would walk into every room like this.
No, I like that. I like that. I like the cone theory a little bit better. Though.
I didn't get it.
So, because if it's a swirl,
You should make your Tinder picture just a swirl in your beard.
I don't have Tinder.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the podcast.
Maybe I should get it.
Bro, if you have Bumble and Hinge and you don't have
I
Tinder,
don't have it anymore. I don't have any of them
since
anymore.
when?
The only one I have is the Persian dating app.
Aziza. June. Hold on.
No,
June dating.
No, Shaytun.
Shaytun. Great
Yeah.
name for an app.
What a great fucking name.
Let's do an ad for Shaytun right now.
Atish Pare.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey.
that's better than Juju.
I'm trying to get a Shaytun like a sponsorship for this app.
Yeah.
So let's do like how amazing Shaytun is. So I'll start and then like just keep making Shaytun better
Okay.
and better. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're acting.
Yeah.
Hey Mo, you have like the dopest beard, and you literally have like a swirl in your beard. I'm gonna superimpose it, but like you should make that as your like dating app picture. Are you on any dating apps?
Yeah. My favorite dating app.
Which one? Tinder?
Shaytun.
Shaytun's, bro, amazing. The Persian girls on there.
They're all doctors, engineers, and lawyers and failures.
Oh, bro. Bro, Lavoshak City.
Yeah.
Atish Padet.
Big time.
Let's go, bro. Shaytun, shout out to them, man. Sponsor the podcast.
Please do.
And if you see a swirl on a beard, that's Mo. And just swipe right or left or whichever one is accept.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever swiped on the wrong way when you like someone?
Yeah.
That's the fucking worst.
And then you find out they're a transgender, which is okay.
Thank you, everyone, for watching the podcast.
What's wrong with that? We can't talk about that?
No, we could. I just.
I've done that. I've been swiping, right?
No, I mean like.
Some of them are hotter than fucking guys
that's a
or
fact.
girls, whatever.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
But no, that's not what I meant. What I meant is I will like see a beautiful woman, and I want to swipe to accept, and I've swiped,
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
and then it's like I just
Or
swipe.
the opposite.
I may have just swiped on my
accidentally
future ex-wife.
That's right. Who said that?
Me.
You know what's the best instrumental to rap
Freestyle
to?
too?
The
You've
freestyle
told me
too?
like 8 times, but I forget.
Blowjob Betty, hands down.
Don't know it. Thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. No, I like when you keep interrupting. No, I wrote this rap that said, I may have just swiped on my future ex-wife. And I just really like that.
I love that
concept.
Oh, that's good.
Because like I feel like there's women that I was like, oh my god, she's beautiful, and I literally a 0.5 second thing in my head made me swipe not the right way because I'm dumb, you know.
And then you go and you pay for the like.
No, I never
extra
pay.
so that
I
you
don't.
can
We don't
swipe
pay.
back.
We don't pay.
Yeah, we don't pay. I don't do that.
Pay for our mistakes.
Pay for our mistakes. Yeah. And then we get what we want. Maybe.
Oh, let's finish on being Persian.
Oh, okay.
Is it the like? Are you Persian?
Yeah. I'm human.
Thanks, guys, for watching the podcast. This was a lot of fun. His name's Mo. I'm Human.
I'm Persian.
Thank you so much for watching the podcast.
Please. Believe me.